Oh,
That's
yo,
clean, ain't
you
it?
made him that color?
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
bro,
what
your
you
DK is
That's
strong,
that.
bro.
That's that
You
new
beating
skin.
me, so a
That
lot
shit
of
look
DKs
crazy.
can't beat me.
The
My DK
Valkyrie.
outfit is gangsta.
Dope.
Yeah, he was dude. My dude
I was
is
talking
just.
about you. I was talking about you. Dude.
It's in the cabinet, sweetie.
I like training gears fit. Training, I tell training
Yeah,
gears fit
training,
is lit
yeah.
too.
Fuck with that.
His looks like a DK. His big ass.
I'm Green Eyes Black Dragon from a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Here we go.
Very nice.
There is one card in my deck that can save me, but even if I'm lucky enough to draw it, it may be too dangerous to play. Guess we only have one hope to win this.
That's right. Prepare to experience a power like no other!
Come on, heart of the cards.
Green Eyes Black Dragon. Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's Zegan here, bringing you a PvP Warden Magicka build. It is called the Dotden. It is small scale, group play, duels, you name it. It's just an all-around solid build. If you hear any background noise, I apologize. But we're going to jump right into this thing, and I'll try to thumb mark it in the description below. So if you need help referencing something, you can just go to that. So, starting with gear, the Vatstrom Perfected Lightning. You can use a normal version. You could also main bar this, make it sharpened if you wanted to use a Restro, but I'm using 2 Destros and I'm using 2 lightning staves. But you want this to be your buff bar, so you want weakness to elements on this bar, and then as you can read right there, it's a very powerful set. Puts a tether to your target. Target takes more damage every second. Turns in about 5-6 seconds. You're doing some serious damage just with that move alone, and it puts the major breach and all that on them, so you're doing even more damage. That's not showing up on this tooltip. The secondary staff, again, lightning, master lightning. You get that spell damage you get. I don't have the perfected, but perfected would be best in slot. I got sharpened with frost damage glyph because wardens are OP with frost, and the spammable, you'll use a shot clinch, and it does good AoE, and it gives you more spell damage, which helps your heals. Monster set, I like to use Scoria for the pin because we're running heavy armor, and it's also a lot of DOTs, so you're proccing this thing on multiple people quite frequently. Eternal Vigor, that's my 5-piece set on the body. It's just such a good set. It's all around good tanky set for any duel or open world. Representing Die, that's the Guild Tabard. If you're on PS4 NA and you ain't got it, then you need to get that. I do 2-piece Potentates, 1 Triune, and then 1 Infused with reduced magical cost on 2 and then spell damage on 1. You could run all reduced cost, and you could even run all Triune. I just like the Arcane on my Malakast band because I'm a bum and haven't changed it yet. And I also had this Infused, so I kept it. Another solid 2-piece that you could run would be Triune Trainee. Trainee. But I don't have that, so I'm using Potentates. Alright, so from there we'll go into skills. So on the Vatstrom bar, you're going to have Ellie Drain, Minor Magic of Steel, and the Breach, and it procs your staff. Leeching Vines, that gives you your passives for green balance. It gives you a heal every time you take damage, and it gives you minor lifesteal to your target. Arctic Blast, that's your bread and butter. Since we're stacking health into this build, that's going to be your spammable heal. So if you're taking heavy pressure, you just literally hit your Ellie Drain on your target, then pop that. Ice Fortress, minor protection, major resolve. Blue Betty, magic over time, purge every 5 seconds, and major brutality and sorcery. Northern Storm, you increase your max magic, you do frost damage. It's all around good move. You could also use Ice Comet or Ellie Rage. I just choose Northern Storm because just getting to the Warden mindset of being an iced-in. And again, you want Leeching or you want this for group play, which is kind of like the same thing, except this gives you ultimate when the effect ends, and it heals you and a teammate. Because you want to be able to proc accelerated growth if you get low health. And you want this. This is actually one of the most underrated passives on a Warden. So when you heal an ally with a green balance ability, you get 250 Magger Stam. That's so if you use this in a group, every second you're healing you and your ally, you're getting 250 Magger Stam. So in 4 seconds, that's 1,000 Stam. So if you're block casting, your Stam never goes out. Or if you're low on magic, you get more magic. So again, definitely use one of them. For a front bar, the Master Lightning, you want Shock Clinch. That's your AoE and that's your spammable. Structured Entropy, I like the heal that this gives you, and it's a nice dot. Vector Infection, Minor Vol, super strong dot. Crystal Slab, super strong shield, and it does pretty good damage, reflecting back to like snipers and people that range. You could use the other more for this to get ulti back. Bird of Prey, this is your speed and minor berserk, just all around good move. I put Ice Comet on this bar because it gives you your passives for Mage's Guild. You could also run Heal and Thicket for group play. Another move you could use on this bar before I go away from it, depending on the situation, you could use Grippling Shards, because you could drop that down. Like if you're in a BG flag-based game mode, you could throw that on the objective, and then they're just taking chilled, they're taking the immobilize, and they're taking damage. So Entropy would kind of be your flex spot there. Also, if you had the Asylum Destro, you could swap it for Force Pulse instead of Shock Clinch, and your single target damage would be good too. So I don't have the Asylum, so I'm not using that. But anyway, I'm going to jump right into champion points. Alright, so champion points. I have 43 in a Bless, 10%. 64 in LE Expert, 13%. 59 in Spell Erosion because we're not using light armor, and a lot of your damage is through your procs, which you want to go through their armor as much as possible. 56 Master at Arms, 20% damage. 48 in the Thaumaturge, 18%. You can play with these two and kind of move which ones around. If you're doing more dot heavy, they want 20% there, 18% here. For the red tree, I got 73 Ironclad, 34 Resistant, 43 Hardy, 43 LE Defender, 34 Thick Skin, 43 Quick Recovery. Alright, and for the green tree, I got 17% for Break Free, 37% Siphoner because I really just say screw other people's resources. That's 9%. You could, if you want to, you could stack that with a increased cost poison and just be a real cool player in ESO. But I still like to keep 9% for that because you are doing a lot of light and heavy attack weaves. I put 3 in the sprinter just to have a little extra reduced cost for your sprint. 64 Arcanist, and then 45 into Healthy because you do want kind of high health recovery to go with Eternal Vigor, and then Magic Recovery because you're a magic character. 42 Befoul. I was using a Disease Glyph earlier, so if you're using a Disease Glyph on your staff, this is where you want your CP. However, if you're not using that, like if I haven't changed my CP from my previous setup, but if you're using Sharpen, you could just dump these points into Shadow Ward and then back into Healthy, and then you would be all good there. But if you use Charged with a Disease Glyph, there's your CP right there. So I'm gonna go over the stats real quick. Buffed up. So there we are, buffed up. Not in Cyrodiil without continuous. Our spell and physical resist are okay. Looking pretty low for heavy armor, but trust me, it's where your max health is. So your health's going to be over 40k when you're fighting, which means your Arctic Wind's going to heal for a crap ton. If you do go under 50% health, your health recovery gets jacked up for a crap ton. Your heal does stun people, so that's another plus to your heal. And you have decent stam pool, that way you can hold block with really good stam recovery. The Mundus is Lover. I use Bewitched Sugar Skulls because that gives you your max stat and health recovery. And I am an Argonian because lizards lead the way. So a couple of other things. This is just a little alternate section. Getting down into the skills. This is your stun, so when you're playing you want to stay as close to your target as possible. Keep this up or the other morph. That way when you take a lot of damage real quick because our resistances aren't so high, you can get the major mending, which will increase your healing even more. Always keep these two buffs up. This is a purge, this is the only resistance, and you get minor protection. Also, only really use Ellie Drain when you know you can focus somebody down. Or if you're getting focused, use it on them just to apply pressure while you heal. And that about sums it up. So I know there's probably a lot of questions. I have gameplay. If this is a build that y'all want me to deep dive into further, check out the gameplay, check out what I've left here. Leave comments below because I'm better at replying at comments than I am spending the time to actually put in-depth guides at this point. Because I work a full-time job, and when I get on in the evenings, I kind of like to play and not so much put out the information. But I'm always open to reply. So if anyone has any questions, if there's anything I can help with, shoot it below. If they want a theory build with me, I'm available. Just hit me up in the comments, hit me up in a message in game. I play PS4 and A, and hope you guys enjoy the little display of me kicking butt with me and the homies, and hope you use this build and kill a lot of people yourself. Y'all have a good one.
You will never get this. You will never get this.
I have you now. You don't know the power of the dark side. Take it away! There is no escape.
He never stood a chance.
You die for that.
What's up, little buddy? What's up, little buddy? What's up? Hey, hey, get off your mount. Get off your mount. Get off your mount. We'll play some music. Yeah. Emote. Let's do I'll do the EP banner for you. Yeah, baby. There we go, baby. Yeah. For the pack. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, damn, fucking insane. She was like, baby, will you roll my hand? I was like, hey, will you come my way? She was like, I've been thinking about it all day. Yeah, I've been in a fuck this shit mood for a minute. When you come
saying damn. I lied.
I was like, damn, fucking insane. She was like, baby, will you roll my hand? I was like, hey, will you come my way? She was like, got me thinking about it all day.
Run, dude. Run, dude. Even get ready. They're right here. They're right here.
You gotta focus Spirit Box or something because he's healing the shit out of it. He's almost dead. Spirit Box is almost dead. Deleted me again. How is it that you guys are you playing with Clever Alchemist? Because it's like y'all both DB me and spin away at the same time.
Come here, Vex. Where you going?
Bitch.
Oh, get gangbanged.
Going to your mom's house. I'll be back in a minute.